today's great debate. It is South Africa Women's Day, which is a very cool thing.
Very cool thing.
And we think we do a sort of Women's Day themed thing in honor of that. So we're picking the most pro-woman movie of all time.
And true to form, Greg has decided to bring maths into it. He hasn't just, picked off of Wikipedia like I have.
I figured like just bringing my own opinion to this would be insufficient. We needed something that didn't lie, something without subjective bias. So I've crunched the numbers on it and mathematically calculated which one is true. But how did you go about it, Mike?
I took a look at one of my favorite directors of all time, not just female. She's one of my favorite directors, and I chose one of her Oscar-winning films, based on the fact that for 90 days she was just surrounded by dudes.
Okay.
On set.
Is this the Hurt Locker?
Okay, how did you guess?
Well, I was like 90 Days dudes on set Oscar winner. Yeah.
So I've chosen the Hurt Locker. Catherine Bigelow, super cool director. I actually got onto her when she directed Lords of Dogtown, which is a film about the Dogtown experience in Los Angeles. It's a film about skateboarding, which if you haven't seen, even if you don't like skateboarding, it's worth checking out. Because the underground culture, the graffiti culture, that sort of thing is quite prevalent as well. But then she went on to do a whole bunch of other films, and ended up with The Hurt Locker, which stars Jeremy Renner and...
that would be where he sort of came from.
That's where he came from, yeah.
And also, just as a movie, it definitionally features a lot of bombs, which I think is what Hollywood is going for, like as many bombs as possible for a movie.
Yeah, but this, it's a gritty film. It's not something that you want to watch with your girlfriend or boyfriend on Valentine's Day. But the point that I'm trying to make is a lot of people looked at the script and said, oh no, like this has got to go to like Steven Spielberg, or it's got to go to like one of the main Hollywood guys, and it sort of just filtered down to Catherine Bigelow, who was not well known at that stage. She was married to James Cameron for a while.
Yeah, she divorced him.
Yeah, divorced him, and then basically beat his ass at the Oscars.
With this movie.
With this movie, yeah.
This was the same time as Avatar was out.
Yeah.
Exactly
And so in terms of, I think the reason why I'm saying this is because I truly believe that anything men can do, women can do better. And
Hollywood has a massive absence of female directors right now, which is interesting because of the attempts they've made, they've all been pretty good. I'd say I haven't seen any that made me go a dude would have fixed that. They've all been better.
So let me ask, after your algorithm, can I just say that Greg sat for a good hour and a half punching numbers into his into his laptop, looking at that the famous what did you get through, like top 10, top 20?
I got top 30.
Yeah, you went to top 30. So you went through 30
there are
films.
movies that got really high up this list that you would not have seen coming.
No,
Godzilla, King of the Monsters is in my top 10 slot according to math right now.
Anyway, we're not going to explain the algorithm. If you want it, email mike@taxifm.co.today and I'll send it to you. It's bizarrely Greg. But what have you chosen?
So I weighted writing and directing slightly above acting and producing, but I counted all those. If those slots were filled up by a woman, that's a point, and I gave it a coefficient to grade it, etc., etc. Added the Bechdel test. Because
what did you choose, Greg?
Right, I went to the website and Thor Ragnarok failed because Valkyrie's not a named character, and therefore any of her discussions with women in the movie.
Right,
I love that.
Right,
I loved how nerdy it got. Anyway,
yes.
The point is, the winner, I believe 20 points on my grading curve and 39 points on Mike's suggested formula, which I also checked, which lined up more or less the same way. Was Booksmart, a movie directed by Olivia Wilde, come out this year.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde's directorial debut, I think.
Yeah, her directorial debut, she's never directed before. It's also written by a team of 4 women.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I haven't seen it. I looked at the trailer and I thought this is either going to be awesome or it's going to be like one of those indie projects that actors do.
It is a very cool movie. I think it's a very thoughtful.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that because when actors start demanding to direct and stuff, I'm just like, guys, you're not everybody can't be Clint Eastwood. You know what I mean?
It's got a lot of passion behind it. It's got a lot of artsy flair in the direction as well. It looks to me. I watched this right after I watched Godzilla, King of the Monsters,
right?
And there was more interesting more interesting imagery in this movie than there was in the big dinosaurs punch each other movie, which I thought was pretty cool because they filmed it for $1 with a bunch of high school kids. Well, not high school kids, they're 25. Right. All those high school comedy films. It's
cool. I think in the spirit of equality, which is something that we should celebrate on Women's Day, I think we call this one a tie.
Yeah.
John?
Also, in case you're wondering, Gone Girl did pretty well.
Gone Girl. Yeah, well, I was gonna go with Gone Girl because it's such a famous story, and David Fincher is
directed by a guy, but it did do really well because it's written by women.
Yeah.
Lots of the production team is women, and most of the cast were women. So
cool.
Yes, there we go. That's it.